Hello Libra, Elsie here to do your reading for the month of February, my friends. We are looking at an overall review of the month. Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. I realize we're already into February, but we're going to go with the rest of the month. So we're going to look at love, career, and finances as we do. As we enter a new month here, let's take a look at it for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We're looking at Libra energy today. Libra, thank you for clicking here. I hope that you continue to do so. Thanks for being in the comments. I really do rely on you to be in the comments and your thumbs up in order to let other Libras know that we're here. Look at that. We start out with a new beginning. I like it. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Oh, we have romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. I'm just going to take 2 of those because we'll be reading here forever. So it does look like, Libra, that you have a new beginning in romance coming this month. It feels like there is going to be something that is going to either deepen itself because you've already met someone, or you might be meeting somebody new. Bottom of the deck says, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So for some of you, maybe you're having a hard time in your relationship right now, and it is about to transform or deepen. For some of you, it's a new beginning. And make no mistake about it, like when you are someone who's decided to be in a long-term relationship, you always have to renew it. You can't just let it go. You always have to deepen the connection and find a new way to work on it and have this new beginning. You're constantly going through the cycle, going from the ace to the 10, back to the ace to the 10, right? So it feels like for some of you, you're going to be deepening some sort of a connection. For others of you, there's a brand new person on the horizon here. Tell me about the career energy for Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra. Tell me about Libra. We have Wondrous Universe, Walk in Beauty. Okay, so I want to say that whatever it is that you're doing for your career right now, or possibly in the future, is going to get you noticed. This is, I'm reminded of the Coat of Many Colors, right? I forget who that story is about. Yeah, the Coat of Many Colors. And so I want to say that you are somebody who has... It feels like magician energy. So it feels like you're someone who has tapped into their full potential, or who is very determined to be resourceful. And I want to say walking in beauty, it feels like it's like all the planets and all the stars and all the people look at you in sort of a wondrous way, that they look at you as kind of being the master or being the magician. Like you can make anything out of nothing. It feels like you can make anything appear, and people look at you as you walk in beauty. It says the Wondrous Universe, as you walk in beauty, which means some of you could be very beautiful to look at, absolutely, but also that people notice that you're beautiful on the inside. They might notice your clothing, they might notice your hair, they might notice that you get manicures every couple of weeks, but they're definitely going to notice the energy that you're giving, the universal energy that you're giving, and that's why people will see you as walking in beauty. We do have crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and realizing. Sorry, not realizing, but releasing. So it's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. Walk in beauty. For some of you, you could be releasing a career, going to something new. Somebody is walking over the bridge. All they have in their hand is the light, going by the light of the moon, taking a chance, not really knowing what's out there. The moon is like uncertain energy, right? It's time for healing, though. So for some of you, you could be walking in beauty, but it's time to leave the situation where you are in order to find something new. I'm going to say that you're very attractive at this time, and it doesn't just mean by how your shell looks, right? Whatever, I'm sure you have a beautiful shell, but I feel like it doesn't really matter. I feel like you're walking in beauty and people are noticing your universal energy. The Wondrous Universe is showing through you. Tell me about the finances, please, for Libra. We have purity. Interesting. I feel like purity is telling me that you need to have pure intent with your finances. So it means like saving when you need to save, putting money away, maybe not overspending. Purity tells me that there's 2 ways to look at everything. I'm looking at the 2 eyes that are different colors on the wolf, and it feels like there's 2 ways that you can look at things. You can say, I deserve this, and you can spend too much, or you can say, I deserve this, and I'm going to keep my finances in the bank for the things that I deserve. We have solitude. You're making these decisions all by yourself. You're not consulting anyone to make any of these decisions. All right. might be something that you need to decide on your own by being by yourself with that solitude card as well. That maybe it's time not to tell everybody your business, not to ask anybody questions or ask for advice. It's time for you to do it on your own. Excuse me. All right. All right, ready to dig into this love thing here? Let's take a look here. Let's throw some tarot at it here. Libra, if you are interested in a private read, please look below. You will find below this video the link that says more. And when you click on that, you'll find a link to Wizio where you can book me starting at $40. So we have a new beginning in romance. Cupid's arrow is about to strike. Tell me about that for Libra, please. We have the Seven of Cups. It's going to put you in a place of overwhelm. It feels like when this does show up, this new beginning shows up in romance, you're going to be confused AF. It feels like with this Seven of Cups is like a lot is coming at you at once, Libra. A lot of opportunities and options for the heart space, and you're going to have to decide. And you don't have to decide everything right away. You can wait and see, right? We do have the Empress. So for some of you, you are the Empress because that is the card of Libra, but also Taurus. And for some of you, you are the Empress. And for others of you, possibly you need to make a decision about an Empress. We have the Eight of Cups. Are you going to stay or are you going to go? Are you going to settle? Or are you going to get the Empress? Look, there's no upgrade from the Empress. The Empress is the upgrade. So it feels like for those of you making a decision on an Empress, you could be feeling overwhelmed emotionally. Maybe depending on, we'll draw some more cards, of course, but depending on where you are in life, maybe this person intimidates you. The fact that they've got it all together and they're very balanced and very abundant, they don't really need you. A lot of masculines get confused in that energy where they're looking for a damsel in distress, a lot of them, a life that they can make better, but they don't look at the person who's already balanced and realize that that's a beautiful thing too. When you don't have to minister to someone all the time, that is a beautiful free kind of love. So I feel like somebody here is deciding to make a decision, but they want to make a decision based on that sun that's in the future here. You can see the sun that's in the future here. And so somebody here is, I feel, leaving the Eight Cups behind to go find true love. And I feel you want what you want. You could, like I said, you could be the Empress, but if you're not, what you want is complete abundance. You want someone who can take care of themselves, that doesn't really need you. So you can come to a relationship where you don't really need someone and they don't really need you. And that's a really beautiful place of wanting it and not needing it. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. We do have the Page of Wands. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse tells me that you're really not working on it. I don't think that this is your main focus, Libra, is what I'm saying. I don't think that love is your main focus for the month of February. But for those of you, I feel like for some of you with the eights here, it feels like this eight is like, I don't want to settle anymore, so I'm not going to work on it. But I feel like there's about to be a message that comes to you, or maybe a message that you want to send out. Take it as it resonates. But we do have a page here, and pages are messengers, right? We do have the page here, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. So possibly someone is going to let you know that they do want to invest in you, or possibly you will invest in them. But it feels like there is going to be some messages going back and forth this month. The Page of Wands is someone who's not very planned, so they might just pop up on you. You might just be surprised that they sent you this message, or maybe you're deciding to do that. But the Page of Wands is someone who's not very planned, right? They're going to do things on spur of the moment. So maybe you've decided that you're not really working on it because you're feeling a little intimidated by this Empress energy, or maybe you're not, it's like you've gone through this space of you've already worked on yourself to the point where you're the Empress, and we never stop working on ourselves. There's always work to do, but it feels like for now you're out of this working on yourself stage. I think you've worked well up to here, I want to say. We do have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody's about to be very vulnerable with you about their feelings. We do have the Two of Cups. So for some of you, this is someone that you already know. You might be dating them, you might be living with them, maybe you're married to them. But for others of you, this could indicate that there is a new love as well, that you're willing to be open, because the Four of Pentacles is about being vulnerable, being open. I'm showing you my whole self. So it feels like somebody here wants to invest in someone and knows they have to show their vulnerability and love in order to do that. It's being vulnerable is super hard, but it's the only way to happiness. Being who you are attracts people on your vibration. And when you don't have to pretend to be someone for someone else, that's when you live the freest. And this person in the Nine of Cups does look pretty free. They're taking a leap here, right, into happiness. We do have a Judgment card. So there is a big decision that's coming up this month for those of you who, this is somebody who's brand new, this Empress is, or maybe you're the Empress, take it as it resonates. We've also got Virgo and Pisces energy here. We do have Cups, which are Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We do have Earth, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Take it as it resonates. Bottom of the deck says, yeah, there's some sort of surprise that's coming here. It like comes at a time when you really need it. It's like, it feels like you're worrying about the future. Where am I going to find a person? Is a person going to find me? Am I ever going to find love? For those of you who are focused on it, I feel like it shows up when you stop worrying about it. When you stop looking too far into the future or looking too far into the past, when you decide to live in the present moment, it comes charging at you. All right. Let's take a look at the career. You're looking really attractive to people at the workplace, I feel, and not just physically attractive. I feel like maybe your superiors are looking at you. Something is different about you here. It feels like you are showing everybody who you are, all of your colors. I want to say you're being authentic, and I feel like people are noticing that about you, that you are authentic in your business practices, in your career, and also that you're looking pretty good. We do have the Knight of Cups. We have the Four of Cups. And we do have the Page of Cups. So, sorry, Page of Pentacles, not Page of Cups. Page of Pentacles. So I want to say that you have your eye on something as it pertains to your career, that you have been mulling over, but not taking action on something that you know that would make you very happy. But I think it also makes you feel like you don't have enough energy to give to it, or maybe you don't have enough experience in the 3D to do it. It feels like somebody is in a little bit of doubt, but I want to say that you're the one that's attracting it. You're showing up here as the Empress. You're showing up here as the Magician. You are in the most attractive energy that you've ever been in, Libra. And so I feel like you're attracting all these things to you, and it's freaking you out just a little bit because I don't think that you thought it would happen just yet. So I want to say with the Knight of Cups that it feels as though you are attracting things, matters of the heart. I want to say that people are realizing that you're a heart-centered type person. I feel like you're going to get opportunities because of that, and there's already opportunities on the way, but I feel like they're going to freak you out just a little bit because I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready for people to see you as the wondrous universe. That's what the Four of Cups is telling me, that you have your eye on something that you really want and you can't take your eye off of it, and you're scared you're going to miss the opportunity, but it feels like you don't realize how magnetic you are at this time, that whatever you want wants you as well. The Page of Pentacles is here to tell me that you're going to have some sort of an offer or an opportunity to show everybody who you are, right? We've got the Peacock here. To show everybody, to peacock just a little bit. Yeah, when the peacock flails its fan and people go, wow, they look at and I feel like that's the energy that you're in right now, Libra, that people are like, wow, look at Libra. So we have the Knight of Wands here. In the middle of the month, we also have the Hierophant. You're coming to the realization of who you are. And I think that you're coming to that realization not only in love, but in your career. And so we do have the lesson learned, which is the Hierophant, but the Hierophant is also being held to a higher standard. We do have the High Priestess as well. It feels like you deal with your career intuitively. You could be someone who's in business for yourself, but you could be someone who works for a corporation as well. People are like attracted to you, and they're attracted to your energy. They're attracted to your leadership because the Hierophant Hierophant is a leadership position, right? They lead a congregation, or they're leading down the path and people are following them, whether they ask them to or not. And the High Priestess tells me that you're right in this very psychic, higher self energy. And there are things that are coming toward you rapidly in your career. I feel like this is a changing month for your career. The Knight of Wands tells me that not every opportunity is going to be stable like the Page. You may be tempted to take a Knight position because the Knights are a little bit older and they have a lot more, what's the word here? They have a lot more respect than a Page would. Right? So you might be tempted to take the Knight position because it's a higher position or it has more respect, instead of starting at the beginning with the opportunity that is golden and that will grow in the 3D. So be aware that you are attracting all of this, and it's all going to come at you really quickly. You're going to be forced to make some decisions you didn't want to make, but I think they're going to be for your highest good. There's the decision-making card, the Two of Swords in the reverse. We have Temperance and we have the Nine of Wands. It feels like it's going to be a little bit of fear that you're dealing with, I think, and it's also a bit of exhaustion. It's like, I've had opportunities before, Elsie, but they didn't work out. They just ended up falling on my ass. The truth is, you're going to fall on your ass, and you need to make room for that, because I know that you're Libra and you always want to keep things in balance. You always like to have things in balance around you, but the truth of the matter is if you don't take your hard knocks, you're not going to learn a damn thing. You don't learn anything by being balanced all the time. Maybe in your energy as you're dealing with other people, but not in life. You're going to have to take some knocks. So I want to say that with Temperance here, that it tells me you need to be patient. You need to be patient while things are working out in your favor here, and make decisions slowly, because Temperance is all about the moment of alchemy. So not jumping off the ledge when you shouldn't, not taking a leap of faith when you shouldn't. That's when you start to get hurt. I feel like you're supposed to hold back. I think you're supposed to remember that if you make decisions that are too quick, he's holding the Ace of Wands, that you could get hurt again. We do have the Seven of Cups, which is what we started with over here. And so it is a little bit of evaluation. I feel like you're going to have a lot of opportunities coming at you. You're going to have to evaluate what's best for me. I got to look at it with the higher self. I don't want to make any quick movements, but there are some opportunities to start over again with something that is going to grow really quickly for you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. You are the student of the game. That's what you're being asked to do. Look into it really closely. Make sure that you study it, get to know it inside and out, top to bottom. That's what Aquarius would do. This is Aquarius energy. Aquarius isn't okay enough with knowing that it's going to work out. Aquarius needs to know why it's going to work out. Why is it going to work out for me and not them? Like, all the details need to be covered, right? All right, let's talk about your finances here. Tell me about Libra and the finances, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I think I just saw a card that was flipped. We're going to start with that one. Ooh, I like it. I think I saw another one though. Oh, we've got a couple here. All right. What else do we have? Let's start there. All right, so we do have the Page of, sorry, not the Page, but the Ace of Pentacles. And we do have the High Priestess. Look, this is really good energy to have in your finances. It's like, you know, there is something that is coming. There's good news that is coming about your finances, my friend, and I think it's in your gut. I think you already know it. For some of you, you could have Piscean energy, but you don't have to. Look, we all have intuition. All of us. Every single one of us has intuition. Whether or not you're tapped into it, or you listen to it, or you apply it in your life is totally up to you. But I do feel like there is something coming that you know is coming, and it's going to make you money. It's going to be an opportunity for you to plant a pentacle, an opportunity for this opportunity here. It might be a career opportunity, but it's going to add to your pentacle world. It's the beginning of something. And I feel like, you know, right away, you have some intuitive energy that's telling you that this is a good deal. It feels like whatever is coming in with the Page of Wands, it feels like this message that's coming in is happy. It's an opportunity, but it feels like you're going to have to hit the ground running because that's what the Page of Wands would do. There's no planning here, right? There's not a whole lot of planning. It's like you're going to have to say yes or no to this financial opportunity here. We do have Faith, which is the Hierophant. The Hierophant came out here. Look, it's carrying over into your finances. You're learning something about your being the magician We also have the High Priestess that's coming up here again. It's all about you being in this energy of the higher self, knowing that you have a higher calling and following that path of the higher calling. We have Taurus energy here. We have the Seven of Wands. And we do have the Four of Cups. So I do feel as though you will hesitate because it looks too good to be true. And I think that's why you're hesitating a little bit. We've got the hesitation is in the Four of Cups, right? It's this redundant energy that you've been stuck in for a little bit here. With the Seven of Wands, it feels like you need to make a decision. And it feels like a lot of people are going to come at you and say, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You need to do that now. What I need you to do is be in the higher self energy. Make sure you are meditating, praying, whatever way it is that you get your inspiration from your source. Make sure that you're checking with source first, checking with the higher self. I do feel that you're feeling a little bit defensive because it seems too good to be true. And I think you're going to stare at it for a little bit before you make a decision. Tell me more about these finances, please, in February. We have the Nine of Swords. It's going to worry you. The ships are coming in here, and that's the Seven of Swords. It's like, I feel like you need to make sure that you know enough about the situation. Check out the, if it's a contract, make sure you've got a second set of eyes on it, a lawyer or a friend or somebody who's going to help you move through this Seven of Swords energy, because I do believe that when this really good opportunity to grow your finances shows up, it's like it's too good to be true, and I don't want to be taken for a ride. So I feel like you feel what's with the ships that are coming in is the Seven of Swords, that somebody could lie to me. Somebody could lie to me and take my finances from me. We do have the Nine of Swords here as well. So you are worrying, right? It is a worry that the ships are coming in is a lie. So you're not going to trust it very first off. I feel like it's a really exciting opportunity, but it feels like it's maybe a creative, exciting opportunity. It feels like you're not going to believe it when it comes in. So please talk to someone that you trust about it or get legal advice. We do have swords here, right? Hang on. Okay, I'll take these two. There we go. It feels like with the Eight of Swords, Eight of Swords and the Three of Cups, it's like it looks like a really good opportunity, but you're stuck in your head about what to do next. So I'm going to say that in order to make this work for you in February, make sure that you get some advice from people that love you, so you don't end up in this energy here, right? I feel like for some of you, you won't make a decision. You won't make a decision because you can't see what's coming up next, and you're trying to control the narrative. But it feels like you really need to check things out, be a student. And when the student is ready, the teacher appears, and the teacher has appeared twice here as the Hierophant. I want to say that you do have enough information, but make sure you check over the small details. Somebody here being very detailed, right, about a partnership. So Three of Pentacles, it could be a financial partnership or a business opportunity, and it feels like you really need to go over the details, my friend. I'm going to leave that here for now. Thank you, Libra, for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you, and thank you for being in the comments. Thank you for your thumbs up. If you enjoy watching Libra readings at 10 of Cups Tarot, I'm going to need to participate with the thumbs up in order to bring other Libras running. We need to grow this air tribe. Thank you so much for doing that. I'm out for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.